You're listening to the Filmspotters podcast, the number one film podcast hosted by Tom and Isaac. A reminder that we are a non-profit podcast and any proceeds will go to charity. Enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to a very special mini episode of Filmspotters.
Woo!
Woo! As always, I'm Isaac, I'm your host. I have my co-host Thomas Blake over here. You won't be able to hear him because we haven't got his microphone working.
Haven't got it sorted.
You alright, Tom?
You don't need to shout.
I'm just matching your energy, mate. Just matching your energy. Cool. We also have our silent warrior, producer Sam. He's here as well. How are you, Sam?
It's cold.
Oh my god.
He's mocking so hard.
But we also have a very, very, very special guest on.
I'm that special.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ollie. These guys know me as president of student cinema, but I also like to think I'm a sane human being elsewhere.
Perfect. Well, you've used my first question there, which was who are you, where do you come from, how are you involved in WSC?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what else to say about me.
Because this is the interview, I'll let you pick. Do you want to do my questions first, or the ones people
your
have sent
questions
in?
First. I think start calm and
Okay.
Start calm and competent.
Start calm and competent. Okay. So my first question: what is your earliest memory of film?
Yeah, I know that. So I saw Jurassic Park when I was 4. Randomly, I think I just saw like a picture of it somewhere, like a trailer for it, and my parents got the DVD off Amazon for me, and I still have that DVD in my room, even though I don't use it anymore. But yeah, but anyway, they did not realize how violent a PG it was. They kind of just forgot, and so just a little 4-year-old me watching Jurassic Park very randomly, like whenever, and I just remember films were always something on my mind after that. And it's just every year it gets more and more. They are just half my identity is film. So
I think for me it was quite similar. I remember, I think I was 3. My mum took me to cinema to go see Rango.
Oh,
she
kind of film!
She saw it was animated, had Johnny Depp in. Did not realise what kind of film it was going to be.
Nah, just some weird freako shit. Oh, so good.
That had to take me after 20 minutes because she was like, "I'm not showing him this."
No, it's so good.
It is so good.
I'm gonna get Rango on this.
Yeah.
Rango's awesome.
We need to get it on term 3.
I love, actually, genuinely, like, Rango's one of my favourite children's movies.
It's
like,
so good.
Movies that was, like, aimed at me when I was a child. Yeah, it was so, what a class film.
Okay. My second question. What made you choose a film degree? So we should have said you're studying film here at what university, film. Second year?
Yeah. So I've got a bit more of a story than other people. So I'm actually the age of 4th year. I'm 21 right now. My birthday is August 2004. So the reason I'm like second year doing that is not because I did 2 gap years like a lazy. I finished school in 2022. I went and did a degree apprenticeship in accounting for a couple of years, and not the right fit for me, but it wasn't so bad as you think. But then there was just no social life. So I was like, screw this. I'm going to go have fun for a few years. I was like, I'm just going to do something I know I love, which is film, and it's like really nice doing something I find easy. Even if some of my modules are not very good, it's like, well, not that many, but it's like really nice. Just do something I love. But yeah, I've always loved film, and it's just I'm going to have fun. 3 years, I'm not going to try and do an intellectual subject. Well, this has intellectual stuff to it.
It does. It has very intellectual stuff.
But, at the time, I was like, I'm just going to have fun, man. No, screw that. But that's me.
I'm anticipating the answer to this one.
Okay.
What director has had the biggest impact on you?
I know who you're anticipating. There are quite a few. So the 2 big ones are Steven Spielberg and Christopher Nolan. In a way, Damien Chazelle as well. So, all the big film bro options, basically. But obviously Steven Spielberg with Jurassic Park. But in a way, after that, I saw a lot of his films. I wasn't like some child in MS, which is hot filmography. But, I often call him my second dad. And I mean it very truthfully, because I think a lot of my philosophy of life and kind of love of sincerity in film, almost above anything else, is like a lot of that comes from Spielberg. And then, Nolan has also been around for a while. I saw like Dunkirk in the cinema when it came out, but at the time, it wasn't until, and I liked it, But it wasn't until 2020 that I really got into Nolan. It was like right before the pandemic. I like watched Inception in a car journey back from a holiday. And I was like, this is good. And it's just, I watched through stuff really fast. And I'd seen Interstellar when I first saw it on DVD when I was like 10. So like right as it first came out on DVD in like 2015 thing, I didn't like it. I was like into it. I was like, okay, it's all right. And then the ending was just like so baffled. I was like, what is this? And then I rewatched that at the end of like Nolan binge, and I was like, oh. And I remember like when I actually understood what was going on in the ending, I was like, I literally did like Danny DeVito. I get it now, like tears of joy.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of keep having. Damien Chazelle as well was when La La Land came out early 2017. That was like, I'd always loved film. I think La La Land was like the first kind of big turning point, like film for me, where I could just feel it, like not because of that, but like, it's the right timing, and it became centralized around that film of just like that's when I like really like it just fell even deeper. And then I had that again with Everything Everywhere All at Once in 2022. I had it a bit with I got huge into Paul Thomas Anderson last year. Like in a way, I was like, I can't believe he's not been there my whole life. Again, these are all the film options, but oh well.
No,
it's my taste. Like Phantom Thread and The Master and Punch Drunk Love are like three of the most extraordinary things I've ever seen. And it's just like that for me, like big turning point in, again, like just how I read and am able to do movies. And so it's a very long-winded answer, but there's a lot, but the big two are Spielberg first, Nolan second.
Perfect. Okay, turning more towards WSC.
Yeah, sure.
So you get here two years ago. You started 20.
Yeah, I started September 24. Yeah.
How did you first get involved with the WSC?
Yeah, well, I'm very film nerdy. Like I am. I wouldn't say I'm exactly like that knowledgeable, but yeah, I definitely am like a cinephile. I know, even though I've not seen half I'm supposed to, like I know all the stuff. So when I was looking at societies, I was like, I've got like there'll be a film thing I want to do, and if the people suck, then I can just go do something else. But I remember I was like looking through like the societies list like a week before I was getting here, and I was like, Student Cinema, I'll see what they got on. They got Welcome Me stuff on. I saw Doom Part 2 on 70mm, Oppenheimer 70mm, Heat 35, Interstellar 35. I was like, what? Like what? So like to explain, because this will come to the answer later. When I was in London working, one of the big things that I kind of discovered my love of film technology and like the technological like apparatus behind a lot of it, which is also a big part of is showing stuff on film prints, shooting on film and everything. So I went to like the Prince Charles and the South Bank like loads and loads and loads, and so I like learned like what those formats can look like and all that stuff. So that's where I first got into in like 23. So because I was a big nerd about that stuff and a big film guy, I was like, wow. When I saw like this little shoot, someone was showing like Oppenheimer and $4 for £4, I was like, of course I'm. My flatmates can bog off. I'm going off to Oppenheimer. I was like, this shit's lit. But I was like, wow. And I was there. I wasn't there loads during Freshers Week, so I was like trying to like make sure I like tried other stuff and like made friends and stuff. But which I have now, thankfully. That was a fun time. What was I saying? So yeah, the Prince was like, wow, what is this? And then it was like went to get involved meetings, like you can be a projector. It's like, of course I'm doing that. Obviously with an intense angle towards let me do the film prints because I know my stuff. And I didn't know like technical stuff of how to run them at that point, but like I knew what I was talking about. I did the proj interviews. I got in as a proj. Don't know how, because it's basically a vibe check, and I was just like drawing like terrible things on like paper or whatever. But I got into it through that project, and I just became I was good friends with my flatmate, good friends with my course mates. And then WSC was like my main thing like on the side last year. So when it came time for elections, I don't know why I had the confidence, but I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna go do press then. No idea why the hell I had the balls. I mean, I think it's partly because I was like, look, I can prove that I can do it as a first year because I've worked. Like I'm not really a first year. But yeah, that was me. Yeah, but it's really just the people are what keep me around. I love movies, but like in a way, it doesn't feel like the cinema to me. Just not to call it bad, but because I'm so aware of kind of like the mechanics of it. Like I'm there to watch the movie, but it doesn't feel like I'm kind of going to the cinema. Like last night when I went to like Wuthering Heights, regardless of the movie, like me paying for a ticket and like going with friends, which show games like that actually feels like the cinema to me. Yeah. But so my point is that it's the people that have really kept me around, and sometimes when it gets quite stressful, it's just you kind of like go out with a bunch of them to the pub, and it's like like you guys, it's just like Yeah, I don't mind this place. I'll stay around. Yeah.
You briefly mentioned projecting. That's a perfect segue into my next question.
Yeah.
Do you find a difference between at the WSC how you feel watching a film, just watching it, and projecting it?
Yeah.
What is that difference?
Yeah, so this question is presuming you're running digital, because digital, once you learn the process, it becomes quite automatic. Like I could do it, not with my eyes shut, like I can just like kind of fade out, like to put my music in my headphones, like do it all without thinking really. Once you like know the routine, understand the different things that are going on. But yeah, because once you've hit play, as long as you're present around the area, even if you're watching, you can watch the movie. You don't need to be in a projection room. So yeah, if I'm watching a film I'm projecting, like you can still enjoy the movie. Like I did La La Land late recently, and that was just like, oh, that was marvelous. Like, because I saw a tiny bit of the earlier show, I was like, this is not loud enough. So just turn up louder, and it still wasn't loud enough. I'm also probably maybe deaf, or deafening myself, that's for sure. But anyway, but yeah, it's when you're working a show, you're kind of aware of getting it running. You can't actually go sit and just chill until the ads are done, like you see in the first like 30 seconds of the movie to check it looks and sounds okay. So like, you know, you kind of don't have that thing of like waiting for it to start in the ads and everything. It's not to say it's worse, like you can still watch the movie, but you're kind of more aware of what's going on. You kind of like go like, especially if it's something you haven't seen before, you've got to be aware of, be like, oh, is this about to end? And like just keep an eye on the time so you can go up and hit the lights at the end. So yeah, it's just it's not possibly slightly worse, but it doesn't like damage the film. But yeah, there's definitely a difference because that's why it's really nice to watch shows that you don't work as well, because it's just like you are. I say working I'm doing quotation marks with my fingers. Yeah, there is a difference, but it's not necessarily like it ruins the film, you know. Sorry, all my answers are so long-winded.
No, it's absolutely fine. Don't worry.
Edit them down.
They are really great answers. So, as president this year, what has been your main goal for the WSC?
I haven't really had an end goal. I just kind of, again, I just love to do it. Again, I had no idea why I had the balls to go for president.
Yeah. Especially
now there's been, you know, some stressful times. It's just running the place can become a lot for me, because I'm not, I mean, in my capacity as president, I'm not necessarily doing like stuff like on site all the time. Obviously I do, like as just a member of the exec more than leading it. I like, you know, I help out a lot. Like, you know, I work a lot of shows just as a projectionist. Like it's for my different roles. I do a lot. But purely as president, there's like not so much you have to specifically do. You've just got to keep everything in your mind and like learn what's going on, know the mechanics, know what's struggling, who you can go to, and if not, figure out a solution. Well, you know, you do it with everyone. It's not like my word is final. Like, you know, there's kind of a split decision and I'll go, that's what I think, but it's like never, like all of us on the exec are like all really good friends. So it's just like, you basically like lock in with your mates for a bit, actually like talk about it. But yeah, sorry, that's my long way to say, I don't really have an end goal because it's just kind of keeping a track on things and making sure it's well. But I think I just wanted to make it very relaxed and friendly, because I think when I got there, and this is not a criticism of the way it was before, it was just a slightly different vibe. And not bad. I don't know quite how to describe it. It was a different vibe. I would say maybe slightly less relaxed, which is not to like criticize how it was before. I just feel like the main thing I have done just as a friend to like, you know, because I'm friends like you guys, like so many people who run it. Yeah, my circle at work is WSC. My main thing, and this has not been a goal, it's just kind of ended up being the effect I've noticed is just trying to be pretty relaxed about stuff, and just I think the vibes are calmer. I say friendlier, which is not to say I was unfriendly before. It just feels like, yeah, it's kind of I feel like the place has become a bit chiller. I mean, you do it when you run the place, you know, like you do have to take it seriously because you are basically like running kind of a business. Not like fully that way, but like, yeah, you do have to take it seriously when you're actually running it, but at the same time, like making the atmosphere of the place quite relaxed and quite very friendly. And like, I don't know what it is. I mean, a lot of my friends who are like on different societies as well have noticed the same, but like this year, like your guys' year of like new first years, like so much more enthusiastic than like my year group was. Like, and it's not to say I wasn't, because there was a general sense like the societies, like, you know, they were doing what they were doing, but they weren't like having their best years ever. But this year, like loads of places are like, you know, huge, like shoot up in membership, way more active, like way more kind of excited to like do the stuff and like be part of societies. It's like the membership's like shot up this year. We're only just now halfway through the year, and we're
100 people.
yeah, that's about what it's at right now. It's like last year I think it capped at 950, and that was at the end of the year. Which is not to say having less members makes you less good. That's not what I'm saying. It's just like that's kind of the fact we're halfway through the year and we're like well above like last year. It's just mental. And I think apparently the few years before that were kind of like similar vibe in terms of like there were people who were like, where last year there were some movies I'd go, yeah, that's getting 20 to 30, like fine, that was just how it was. This year it's like it's getting 50, and I'm like, why? Like what? Like last year, it was just an accident, for example, not like an off the radar movie. Like people are very aware of it, people in the film scene are very aware of it. But like last year, just the vibe of last year, just because of how like the audience kind of flow worked, was you'd get 20 to 30 people on a Tuesday night for that. This year we're getting 60. It's like, what? Like people just want to be there, and like you know, the steward front is mental. Like, and we had loads of stewards signed up like start this year. You guys, it's like all of the slots the rest of term just like booked out within like a couple of weeks. It's like people like actually like trying to get slots, and so mental stuff. But it's just sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
No.
The point is, I'm not at an end goal, but I feel like the place has been kind of a bit chiller, a bit calmer, and it's just got a very friendly vibe now, which is not to say it didn't before, but I just feel like maybe, I don't know. And I'm not attributing that to me. I think that's a lot of my way of doing things is I refuse to get stressed unless I really need to. And I do when I need to. But thankfully that's actually not loads. So just, it's a chill place. And I think that's kind of the whole group, because we're all good friends. And
My final question before we move on to the amazing submissions from our fans. What do you hope to do after your degree with your film?
No idea. Because I quit the job and went, like screw it. I mean, I'm having fun, man. Like I don't care. So I would like to do something in the film industry. What exactly that is, I don't know. Maybe something techie behind the camera, because I do love that stuff. Maybe something, or probably something quite people facing. Again, that's kind of one of the things I learned with accounting is like I want to do a job where I'm actually working with and for people, not making a spreadsheet on behalf of someone who's obliged to pay my company to have me there. Which is not fun. They could be very nice, but you can tell it's just they don't really want you there. I don't know. I've always loved writing. As much as film is kind of like my art form that I like, I love and obsess over and kind of see my world through. Writing is my mode of expression. I love, I actually like really enjoy writing my essays for uni. If they're about topics that I want to talk about, I actually really enjoy writing them, and I really enjoy like writing on Letterboxd and stuff. It's like a really nice just like void, just vent into. So I've thought about trying to get into film journalism for a while. I might still look into that, but I might try and get into the production side of things. I don't know, something film, considering my experiences before, but at the same time, I'm here to have fun and I'm having a great time, and I've still got half of my time to go. So at the same time, I'll deal with it when I get there. Everything happens for a reason. It'll all work out. It'll be fine. Yeah,
perfect. Right. Shall we move on to these amazing submissions? Tom, I've shown you some of these submissions, haven't I?
Have you?
Yep.
Oh.
They are... No, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So we'll go with... Let me just get these loaded up quickly. So this first one is from a man who we believe to be your father.
Sure, definitely not. Definitely not the one and only Film Bro Joe.
Definitely
using my dad's name that he only knows because he has a copy of the flat contract signed by all of our parents. So he now has leverage against us all.
And so your dad wants to ask,
sure,
son, why are you such a disappointment?
I'm sorry, Dad. I feel like Roderick in the Diary of Wimpy Queen. It's like, I'm sorry, women, but to my dad. I'm very sorry that I'm a whiny little film neek father. I'm sorry that I'm a big fan of drinking and other things. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm having too good a time, little bro. Just get good in it.
This next question comes...
Shit, I said in it. Sorry, the Essex in me came out.
This next question comes from David Michael, who...
David Michael?
I don't know who that is.
That's my middle names. So again, this is Josie. This is Film Bro Joe again using the flat contract to leverage personal details.
So David Michael wants to know, and you're going to need to bleep me here.
Oh dear.
Why are you so stupid?
I mean, the man who claims to be Mr. David Michael, the man who I know submit this question. I've got worse to say about his intelligence, I'll tell you that. So he can't talk. I mean, to be fair, at least I'm sincere in what I believe. You know, at least as much as on the topic of Emerald for now, you know, at least I'm honest about the fact I like Saltburn. I don't pretend to not like it just because I'm told. I'm sincere, buddy. Shut the up.
Yeah.
So I'm self-censoring for you. You don't have to bleep.
It's fine.
Funny, he just made me do it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. You can swear if you want me. We'll just
That's
censor
all
it. So this is from the one and only Aidan White.
What a legend. Lovely man. President Trez.
Yeah.
One of my many husbands.
Ask Ollie if he has ever truly hated a film.
Yes.
Wuthering Heights.
No, Wuthering Heights was funny at least. It is shite, but it was really funny. And I was just drinking at the back of the screen with two of the other people I know from Student Cinema, so we were just snuck in like 2 4-packs amongst the 3 of us, and just like every time we got bored, we'd just like look at a character and just like, and they'd like look like miserable, sad, and brooding, and we'd just go, I think they want to die in that house. It's so bad. Anyway, I'll tell you stories about it another time. I want to come on the Wuthering Heights episode, because it'd be really funny. But wait, what was the question? Film I ever truly hated. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm infamous for just being very nice to everything, and it's because I don't believe there's any point in expending energy on stuff you don't like. If you don't like it, just move on. It's not that deep. No, okay, so I have 3 half-star films on Letterboxd and about 10 one-star films. So I'm very nice.
Wow.
No, but it takes, for me to truly hate a film, I have to see someone behind the movie that actively angers me.
Okay.
I don't hold much hate for many, many things. Because again, negativity is a pointless emotion. It's not worth spending too much time on. Not pointless. Anyway. Okay, last movie I hated watching, end of 2022, it's like the 30th of December 2022, I think it was. I got my mates round for a bad film night. You know, because those are really fun. Like, I love crappy movies. Like, I love genre slop, as I call it. Like, give me a Statham movie every day of the week over some like artsy bullshit.
Yep.
But like, anyway, that's probably part of why I'm such a big Michael Bay fan. And I don't agree with you guys from last week for the record. Stupid. But what was I saying? Yeah, last thing I watched. So bad film night. I can't remember what we started with. Oh, we started with Morbius, which I'd already seen. And Morbius is like, it's not that, like, it's kind of just like a whatever studio slot movie. Like, it's not that egregiously awful, but it's just like a nothing burger movie, like whatever. It's like, yeah, it's like not offensive in any way. So we had the 10, it hit midnight. I was like, and like 20 minutes later, everyone's like, what did we watch earlier? Like, we already forgotten. And I'd already seen Morbius on a plane. Which is probably the best way to watch it, with Saudi censorship whenever there was any violence or something, which was hilarious. But anyway, yeah, so we did that, and afterwards I was like, "Oh, lads, we're watching Cats." It's like I'm hosting. I've waited 3 years to watch Cats drunk with friends, and they're like, none of them realized it was a musical. So when it started, they wanted to like kill themselves. It was so funny, but that was class. The point was that I'd gotten like really drunk during Cats, and so I was kind of like really like, you know, in my chair having a good time in my head. And then I was like, well, what are we watching next? I was like, oh, we should watch B-Movie. And we're like, yeah, that seems like a great idea. No, B-Movie is one of the worst films I've ever seen. And it's so bad, but I would still put on a WC schedule because it'd be funny.
It would be very funny to
I think if I watched it sober, I wouldn't hate it so much. I don't think I would think it's good, but I don't think I'd hate it because I was like really drunk. And like I was playing a game, so I thought that most of the movie's jokes were wordplay on the word be, as in like the verb versus the noun. And I thought most of the time it was jokes about be, but it was using the verbs. It was like, I no longer wish to be alive, rather than like, I am a bee, if that makes sense. So I was like, every time they use it as in the noun be, I'll take a little drink. And I had like vodka orange or something in like my glass. Turns out, no, they just shit a joke right in, and they just say the word be the whole time. So I was getting more and more drunk and angry. And then like halfway through, I was like, right, guys, I need the loo badly. Not to throw up. I was like, and I was sat on the loo for like an hour. Well, it was in fact about half an hour, still very long, but it felt like I was on there for ages. So I was just like, I was like struggling. And then my mate's like, when I came out, my mate's like, right, Ollie, I think you should stop doing this game. I was like, I was about to say the same. It's like, but let's rewind 30 seconds. And then drink for like that section, and then you're done. I was like, I knew exactly what I was about to get, but I was like, yeah, fine. And there was a section in the movie where Barry's having a dream where he gets famous in the swimming pool, and everyone starts chanting B, 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 B. I was like, poured myself a whole thing, and just downed it in one go, and I was just utterly miserable the rest of that film. So that was the last time I truly hated, although I don't think the film was probably as bad as I thought it was. I just hated watching it. A truly, genuinely diabolical film that makes me think humanity does not deserve to make art and commerce humanity doesn't deserve existence. Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked. Again, I was drunk when I was watching it, but I haven't really seen it and knew that I didn't think it was particularly good. And me and my friend, we have that kind of random film night. We're just marathoning an all-nighter, like no like order or selection. Why are you laughing so much?
It's Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked.
It's awful. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen. But like, yeah, it's just like every time. This is the third movie now all night. We started with Jack and Jill, the Sam one. It was actually really funny.
Yeah.
Like, not a good film at all, but actually quite entertaining. It's just stupid stuff. And then after that, we watched. I watched something else stupid, but like genre slop, kind of like competent, not like a high art, but like entertaining. And then we're like, oh, let's do Chipwrecked. And it was like, yeah, that'll be fun. No, like every time the chipmunks started singing, I just went, a full blast, so that I couldn't hear them singing. I just screamed so I couldn't hear them singing. Yeah. And the more I went on, I was just like, I wanted to actually put that was a 200th film I vlogged that year. I remember this is 2023, I think. And I was going to put like a bullet in someone's head. I think my review I think I'm going to commit suicide. Like, I hated it. It's awful. That is a diabolical offense against humanity. I can't remember my other 2 half stars are. So I think I have Alvin at 1, and then B movie is half, and there's 2 other half stars, but I can't remember what. Oh, I hated Green Lantern. Green Lantern was the first one I ever called the worst film I'd ever seen. Mm-hmm. That was like me watching like 2018. Again, if I rewatched it, it'd probably be like 1.5, 2, like inoffensive, very bad, but inoffensive. Like it's just a studio slop. But again, like that was a movie I hated when I watched it. Despised. That's probably at 1 star now rather than half a star. I guess The Room is one of my half stars, but The Room slaps. I don't know why that's there. The Room is like technically incompetent, but I saw that with Tommy Wiseau live at the Prince Charles, and it was one of the funniest experiences I've ever had. People just screaming the whole movie, lobbing like the amount of spoons on the floor is incredible. You just hear spoons, and if you're in one of the front rows, it's a tidal wave of wooden spoons just go over your head at the screen, and you will have you can have chats with people. Oh, I'm going to go again, but I'll make sure I'm drunk this time, because they'll let you in if you're like able to hold yourself together, but clearly having a good time. They'll let you in. But honestly, and like that man is so strange. He's hilarious. He's in on the joke. He's hilarious. But you just have chats with people across the screen. It'd be like I'd be like spoon, because like a spoon in like a bottom right corner of the frame. And someone at the back, me frontish of the screen, like me or a DE. Someone at the back of the screen will go, where? And I'll just go, bottom right. And you see him go, oh yeah. And you just set one single spoon, then fly over the crowd, and you just get hit in the back of the head with the spoon. Like just dumb shit like that. It's so much fun. It's awesome. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Room's not saying about. I think B movie and Alvin are the first ones that came to mind when you asked me films that I truly hate. That's a very long-winded answer, but you got funny stories.
Yeah, funny. Got funny. Thank you, Aidan, for that question.
Good one, Aidan.
Thank you. Our final question comes from Eleanor.
Yeah. Is it in publicity, Eleanor?
Yeah.
Nice.
I told her and Jacob yesterday you were coming on.
Nice.
And she asked me to ask you about the Phantom Shitter. And about something that happened at Greens. Do you want to explain yourself?
No.
Do you want to explain yourself after this podcast session's ended?
That is one of my great life achievements. Keeping the story of the Phantom Shitter secret. And then I told Eleanor and Holly one time, and then they were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's hilarious."
But yeah, Tom, have you got any?
What am I supposed to say about that?
Like what? The Phantom Shitter is secret Ollie lore that only a privileged few know.
Producer
but hey, this will increase my mystique. Yeah. Now people can ask me about the story of the Phantom Shitter.
Producer Sam, have you got any questions for Ollie?
Oh, I was talking to him earlier about why Free Billboards is kind of a mid-film, as though he's very good.
Yeah, he was not happy with that.
No, we're getting almost a bit of fisticuffs with that one. Yeah. But he's very good in it. I'm just missing that. Mid.
I can just see him. Fans. I can just see him seething. No, put your headset back on. Put your headset back on. We still got another episode to record. You can't.
Shit, is that a knife? I'm alive.
Okay, we're going to end this interview here. Thank you, Ollie, for that.
We'll be almost falling out my chair.
We got to calm producer Sam down now.
No, he's okay. We made out. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, thank you, Ollie, for the interview.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
And that was the interview with Ollie Lambert.